Hey everybody, this is your boy, the host with the most, but humble, and I do mean humble, the Nostradamus, aka Derek, and I'm here, of course, on a Friday to give you the hungry, happy, healthy people here at a Wrestlekram, of course, the Axe Wrestlekram show. If you're watching it today, you're watching tomorrow, you're watching it next week. I truly do thank you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my loins. I truly do thank you. Without you guys, it truly wouldn't be me. I'm truly humble. Truly am humble. Thank you so much for sticking in there with me. Number one. But I will say this, just like I said, there's a lot of stuff that's going on. I wish I could tell you, but grown up life happens first. That's all I can say. Grown up life happens first. I truly wish that I can do this and be monetized and do this on a regular basis. I would, trust me, I would, because I truly do love this. But unfortunately, this is a hobby, not a job. So you got to bear with me on what I do, and I do thank you for just holding on, holding the base down while I'm gone. Thank you so much to all of my awesome fans out there at Wrestlekram. And I will say this as well before I go into my spring cleaning or whatnot. The gripe show I'm gonna do tomorrow. So on Saturday, you're gonna get the What Gripes Me show. That's gonna be episode 1. I will do that, okay? So trust me, it is on the way. All right. If you don't know anything about the show, I usually put out a feed on Sundays at 10 o'clock for you to ask me questions. Usually, you can ask any type of question or whatnot, really fun questions, really crazy questions. I will answer those questions here on the show. It's all about you. It is truly all about you all day, every day. You can have a great time doing, getting your questions in or whatnot. So, without that, other than that, if you want to find me on any other social media site, go to the information tab. I'm there all over the social media landscape or whatnot. I also still have my Facebook group page. You can go check that out as well at what is it? Wrestlekram Super Club. Wrestlekram Super Club. Don't forget to go check me out over there as well, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe, you guys. But without further ado, let's get on to the questions here. I got about, I think 10 questions here. A little light load this go around because a lot of people pretty much didn't know I was going to do the show. But, I will take care of this as well, okay? So, let's start off with the Southern Belle 1980. How you doing, Southern Belle? Is the AEW going to HBO Max streaming good for business? Yes, 100%. This is good for business. There's so much things that we have to go through when it comes to everyday life, and forking over, I think it was $110 for like 2 weeks of all in and all out was just a lot. A lot of people either watch the all in show or the all out show, or you probably have money to throw around like that, Mr. Moneybags, and you can do that, But I myself, I don't truly have that type of money. But I will say this: I do have the money to do a monthly subscription to HBO Max, and apparently they're going to go the same route as Peacock, partnering with the WWE, where if you do have a subscription with them, you should get the pay-per-views for absolutely free, which is a very smart move on the AEW and Warner Brothers Discovery angle. It will be a great thing for that to happen. If you don't know anything about the news, Warner Brothers Discovery did ask Tony Khan for them to go to a 12 pay-per-view structure. Very smart. Lucrative as well. Great thing for that to happen. More pay-per-views, very long pay-per-views, but that's okay. And with that, you can now subscribe to a streaming service like HBO Max, and it will give you now, apparently, I don't know if that's true or not, but it looks like that's going to happen for them to get the free pay-per-view. So I truly think this is going to be a smart move. Great job by Tony Khan, Warner Brothers Discovery, and HBO Max for them doing that. Great job. I truly do think it's going to be really good. Great question. Thank you so much for that question. My next question is from Mr. Greenhead. What do you think of Mortal Kombat 1? I knew somebody was going to ask that question. Okay, no, here's the thing. Now, I looked at Mortal Kombat 1. I thought it was very interesting. I do have the last Mortal Kombat. I'm not going to spoil anything for the show. But if you're on YouTube, I guarantee you, if you haven't seen Mortal Kombat 1, you've probably seen the storyline or whatnot. But apparently, Liu Kang is now the super mega god, and he shaped the entire universe in his image. And but with that comes more consequences and everything like that. So it kind of good, it's kind of bad, but it's kind of creamy middles. And I truly think that the storyline is okay. I truly think the storyline was very interesting. You have characters that have been completely, some characters have been completely revived, really revamped, rebooted. And we have people that have not really been like side characters, actually have real storylines, like Baraka, who I really truly enjoyed on Mortal Kombat 2, but he actually has a real storyline. And I thought that was really fun, like really bringing people into a new world. And I mean, Ed Boon did a good job with that. Or Ed Boon, I think he did a great job with this new world when it came to the storyline. Now, the thing is, I was never a fan of the mechanics of any type of Mortal Kombat game. I just never been there. It's still clunky. It's still bulky. I can't get jiggy with it. Unfortunately, I mean, if it's a game that I truly do love when it comes to a 2D platform, it's like Guilty Gear. It's like Street Fighter. It flows very King of Fighters. It flows very nice. And unfortunately, with Mortal Kombat, when it came to the 3D kind of 2D platform type of thing, or the 2D fighting platform, I just can't get with it. It's still not fluid like a street, like I said, like a Street Fighter, or like a Guilty Gear, or like a King of Fighters. Even Samurai Showdown, it's very fluid. It's like a liquid, and unfortunately, it's just not that. It's still not. I don't know if it's ever going to get to that section where it's going to be more fluid. I mean, it's just not. I see that they have now the mechanics of, like, you have a partner where you can do that. That looks really fun. But, all in all, the storyline was very good. I've actually seen the entire storyline. I think this is the first part of the storyline. But once again, the fighting, I guarantee, is probably still like the one that I have. And it's still clunky, and I just don't like it. Never was a Mortal Kombat fan. My favorite Mortal Kombat is like Mortal Kombat 2. That's like my favorite one. But thank you so much for that question. Great question. Next question, Black Star Boy 1649. Which Bobby Lashley you think is the best? TNA Bobby Lashley, the Hurt Business Bobby Lashley, or the new Bobby Lashley with the Street Profits? Great question. I'm a huge fan of Bobby Lashley. I thought that Bobby Lashley that went to TNA was a juggernaut, was a really great character. I mean, he was on Bellator too. He was destroying on Bellator, kicking everybody's butt over there in Bellator. But if I had to choose between those three particular ones that you asked me for, it would have to be the Hurt Business Bobby Lashley. With, of course, he had MVP Sheldon Benjamin and Cedric. Was it Cedric? Yeah, Cedric. Them as the tag team champions. I mean, they were a force to be reckoned with when it came to him being a really great champion. I love when he became champion. When the Miz cashed his Money in the Bank in on Drew McIntyre after Bobby Lashley destroyed Drew and the Miz becoming champion, and he was like, "Dude, the first person I'm going to challenge will be you, Bobby." And he just kept ducking and dodging him and ducking and dodging him until eventually we got the match, and Bobby became champion. I mean, it was a great thing. I love the MVP lounge. It was only it was a great situation for Bobby, beating a unbeatable Drew McIntyre, I think like 2 times, to get away from the Drew McIntyre situation. I truly enjoyed that Hurt Business Bobby Lashley, the heel Bobby Lashley. But great question. Thank you so much for that question. I have another question. That's going to be Dragon Hunter XD. Out of the Usos, who do you think becomes world champion first, Jay or Jimmy? I don't know why you didn't put Solo in there. But anyway, if it had to be a situation with who will be the champion first, will be a world champion first, it's not going to be Jimmy, because Jimmy is on SmackDown. Roman is not losing that belt anytime soon, you guys. So if I had to choose anybody, it would have to be Jay. Jay has a long hill to climb to get that world title, but his is more realistic when it comes to him being the champion. The only way Jimmy could be champion if he won the Royal Rumble and, challenged whoever is the world champion at that time, which is a far-fetched to be considered right now. Being that, I truly don't think that he would win the Royal Rumble. It would be Jay over Jimmy as of right now. I think Jay is the bigger name, including the name main event Jay. So if I had to choose anybody that would be the world champion as of right now, it would be Jay. Thank you so much for that question. I think that was a great question. Let's get to the Southern Belle. Southern Belle with another question. Are you okay with Pro Wrestling Illustrated top 3 best wrestlers of 2023? So I did look at the Pro Illustrated. They do have their top. Is it 100? Yeah, that or 500. I think it's their top wrestlers of 2023, and their top 3 consist of number 1 being Seth Rollins, number 2 Roman Reigns, and number 3 it is Jon Moxley. So they do have them all 3 on the front page, the Shield reunion, I guess. But I will say this: am I okay with it? Sure, I'm okay with it. It's for people to give them money or whatnot. So I can't be mad at them for the top 3. Now I would have probably flipped it a little bit. I would have put Roman as number 1 because Roman is the bigger draw. Roman has always been the bigger draw. He is the biggest wrestler right now in just all of wrestling, period. So I would have put Roman number 1, Seth number 2, and Dean or Jon Moxley number 3. But just like I said, to me, I would have did it like the biggest draws. And Roman not being there all the time is still their bigger draw out of the 2 that are remaining of the top 3. But once again, I truly don't care. There's people on there I think that should have been higher. There's people on there that should have been lower, like Dale Viking. He should not have been. I think he's number 8. He should not have been. No, that's I think he's number 6. He's way up there. I think he's in the top 10, and I'm like, no, I would not have put him so high up. I think Orange Cassidy is number 8. I'll have to look at that again, but I would have changed the top 10 a lot, but the top three I'm okay with. They're all pretty very high drawing professional wrestlers. So thank you so much for that question. Great question. I might pin that question. Great question. So after that, let's go to Black Starboy again, 1649. Do you think that Hollywood oversaturated the market with superhero movies? Yes, I do. And I will tell you this. The reason why I truly believe this is true is because of Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle was supposed to be, I'm guessing, wasn't he supposed to go to movies? I think it was supposed to be going to some type of streaming. Blue Beetle was such a bad movie, was such a horrible movie that I and a friend of mine saw it, and we didn't even get done with the movie. That's how bad Blue Beetle was. And it's just it sucks because I am a huge DC fan, and we will never get a great DCEU, even if James Gunn is over the entire DCEU. Now we have the Marvels coming out. That movie looks dreadful. It looks really bad. Even the first movie was not good. So it's a sucky situation we're in. I think it is oversaturated. I truly think that they have ran out of ideas. I truly think the death of it was Disney doing the multi shows or whatnot. Some good, some horribly bad with She-Hulk. It was just a really, really bad movie. So, I don't know what to say. Them getting rid of Henry Cavill was a bad situation. Them getting rid of Ben Affleck, who I think is probably one of the best Batmans out there. Yes, you can hate me for that, but Ben Affleck was a really good Batman. The Flash, I mean, it was not a good movie. Now we got we have what do we have coming up next? Oh, we have Aquaman coming out. Let's see what happens with that. But I'm truly kind of really weird about that movie. Being that Amber Heard, I'm guessing, is not in the movie. So it's just really weird. I don't know what more to say about it, but I do think they need to slow down on the superhero movies. Great question. Thank you so much for that question. Dragon Hunter XD, do you think it's time for Mercedes Moné and Tiffany Fatu to come back to the WWE following Jade Cargill move to the WWE? Great question. I do think that would be a very interesting thing. Now, I will say this. I think Tiffany Fatu is doing a great job as the champion over there in TNA. Also, Mercedes Moné is still injured, so I don't know what would happen with that, and I think she's still under contract with New Japan. So I don't know. Would it be a great thing for them all to come in at the same time? Oh goodness, yes. Jade Cargill does not need to be in NXT. She needs to be skyrocketed to either SmackDown or Monday Night Raw. Best fit probably would be Monday Night Raw. Her dethroning Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania would be one of the greatest things to ever happen. I'm going to do a fantasy booking as of right now. I truly think that Jade Cargill will probably set foot on the Royal Rumble. That'll be her premiere. Her winning the Royal Rumble and facing Rhea Ripley for the world title, beating her at WrestleMania. That's what I think it may happen. That's just my prediction. Just like I said, I think Tiffany Fatu will come back. I mean, she's doing stellar work over there in TNA, Impact Wrestling. Just give her some time or whatnot. And also, with the healing of Mercedes Moné, I think that she may get a stint in AEW before she even sets foot back into the WWE. But it looks like they may come back if Vince is John Laurinaitis is not there anymore, so they may come back. So we'll see. We'll see. It's under Triple H, so we will see what happens when it comes to that situation. But great question. Thank you so much for that question. Mr. Greenhead, what do you think of the new TKO layoffs? I think they suck. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think they suck. Now, there are 8 people as of right now that have been laid off. Noticeably, Top Dollar, Sheldon Benjamin, Dolph Ziggler, Mustafa Ali, Emma, to name a few. It's weird because Mustafa Ali was supposed to be Dominic's opponent for No Mercy. So I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if Mustafa wanted to be laid off or wanted to leave. It's a sucky situation. I hate when anybody lose their job, even people that I don't like. I don't want them to lose their jobs, especially off of a merger like this. But I understand, once again, I understand the business aspect. I don't understand the human aspect of this situation. I understand that, in the business where you have 2 people, one in one company, the other in another company, they do the exact same job. You only need one of those people to do that. But once again, TKO consists of UFC and WWE. So it's a wrestling and then it's combat sports. What is it that they're doing on one side that they can't do on the other side? I do know a lot of those wrestlers have not been wrestling. Okay, I understand that as well. But it looked like they were going to induct Sheldon into the Hall of Fame this year. So, I mean, is that going to go away now since, he's been laid off? I mean, it's just, it sucks. I hate that happens. And this is not just the beginning. Honestly, this is just the beginning, you guys. So, strap up, put your seatbelt on, and it is going to be a ride like no other. Because apparently they are going to do some NXT layoffs as well. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with this. I wish everybody in the WWE, whoever gets laid off, they get back on their feet and they do a great job. Much love to them. But great question. Thank you so much for that question. Next question is Dragon Hunter XD. Do you see a faction growing behind Ricky Starks anytime soon? I would like that, but I would like him to have the title before that happens and it grows around him. I do like that Big Bill is with him. I do think Big Bill is a really great addition to the character of Ricky Starks. The fleshed out character, still fleshing it out with Ricky Starks. I do think that it's going to be a very fun ride when it comes to Ricky Starks. And I would love that to happen. It's a lot of factions in the AEW group. I mean, in the whole show, in the whole organization. You have a lot of them. I mean, you already have a heavy. You already have the enforcer with Big Bill. Just adding 2 members for a tag team. That would be a great thing to happen. I mean, what more can I say? What tag teams are out there? Not any. Butcher and the Blade. I mean, put Butcher and Blade in there or whatnot. I haven't seen Butcher and the Blade in a very long time. Put the Bunny in there as well. I mean, put Kip Sabian in there as well. I mean, that would be a great little faction around Ricky Starks. Him being a great world champion, winning off of heel tactics all the time. So I just named it. Put Butcher the Blade, Kip Sabian, and the Bunny. Put all those people in there. That would be a great thing. Great question. Thank you so much for that question. My apologies. One more question. This from Black Starboy. Can you truly see The Rock versus Roman Reigns over Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40? Not only can I see The Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40, this may happen. So if you don't want this to happen, I promise you, you may not want to watch night 2 of WrestleMania 40. Yes, I would love to see Cody Rhodes finish the story. I would love Cody Rhodes to dethrone Roman. Would love that. But unfortunately, The Rock is still bigger than Cody Rhodes. Unfortunately, he is still the biggest thing when it comes to sports, when it comes to movies, when it comes to everything that consists of just pop culture altogether. So, if it had to be anybody to not be Cody, it will be The Rock. So, trust me on this. I truly think that if this does happen, yeah, Cody may just go for the world title. It may be a triple threat, and Cody loses, of course, and Cody will probably be the one to take the pin. So I'm telling you that if you don't want The Rock, you may not want to watch night 2 of WrestleMania 40. But anyway, thank you so much for those questions. Once again, I do put this feed out on Sunday. You can get your questions in over there on Sunday at 10 o'clock on the community tab. Also, tomorrow I will be doing the Gripe Show. I will be doing the Gripe Show as well. So don't worry about that. Your boy will be doing that. They should be on Wednesdays after this. I will put out a new feed for the Gripes Meet as well. I'll put that up on matter of fact, I'll put them both up on Sunday at 10 o'clock. Okay. I thank y'all so much. Once again, I thank y'all so much. So like I said, it's been a lot going on. But, I did get it done. Thank goodness I got it done. Hey, I got it done. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The pinned questions that I put, the best of Wrestlekram, will be out pretty soon, okay? We'll have that out on all of the platforms I'm usually on. The best is truly yet to come. The best is truly yet to come. Until next time, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.